It was good, TBC. It was good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world. B Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my breakdown and prediction for another fight, good fight we have on March the 4th. And that's between, this going to be out there in London. This ain't out in the States. This is in London, I believe, the O2 Arena. That's a fight between David Haye versus the Cruiserweight WBC champ of the world, Tony Bellew. So obviously Tony Bellew's moving up in weight, fighting the heavyweight. You can see their ages, number of fights, one, total fights, KOs, draws, etc. You know what I mean? Both guys about the same height, you know. But as far as this fight goes, man, I think this fight is a mismatch unless Tony Bellew can deceive us and make this fight interesting, you know. I mean, the man Tony Bellew, like I said, you can see he's coming up from lightweight to cruiserweight. I said lightweight, excuse me, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, now he's a heavyweight. And Tony Bellew wasn't the most physique chiseled guy, you know what I mean? He's not ripped with muscles, like as opposed to the way David Haye has been coming into the ring lately, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of speculation on how he's been looking, his physique in his last two fights on his recent comeback, but we'll get into that later on in the vid. Well, this fight right here, Tony Bellew might be biting off more than he can chew, you know what I mean? He's stepping up to fight a heavyweight. He's never faced a heavyweight in his life. But according to Tony Bellew, these two guys have history, you know what I mean? These two guys have history. Tony Bellew and what's his name? And David Haye, actually, they used to spar or something to that effect, you know what I mean? And David Haye says he can't recall them sparring, and Tony Bellew always brings out the fact that he beat the shit out of him and even hurt him. And David Haye, this was, what I seen on the, what you call that show? That the gloves are off, right? And David Haye was like, man, you must have probably hit me real hard because I don't remember that. And Tony Bellew was like, yeah, actually I did. But that was in the amateurs. These are not grown-ass men in their 30s, you know what I mean? And, this fight right here, it's, in my opinion, it's a money grab for David Haye and also for Tony Bellew, because I did read an article maybe last week where Tony Bellew did say that he'd like to, this would to be his last year of boxing, this 2017. You know what I mean? Well, he might get a massive payday, he might come back, might not. Who knows? Whether he wins or loses, what? Is he going to go back to cruiserweight? Time will tell. Time will tell, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what I see going on in the fight, I think Tony Bellew will be, how I think he might be. I think he might be trying to be, he might want to take this fight to the distance, you know what I mean? Take this fight into deep waters, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a battle of who has the best stamina and who has the best, you know what I'm saying, who can last longer, you know what I mean? Who has the best cardio in this fight, And that's hard to tell, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've never seen Tony Bellew fight at heavyweight, and I do think the man David Haye has a tendency. I think he will gas out if the fight goes the distance, and that's the best. That's the best option for the man Tony Bellew, to take this man into deep water so he could win the fight, you know what I mean? And if Tony Bellew could do that, then he possibly has a chance, David Haye has come back. He's fought two obscure guys. I don't know their names. I only know one guy's name was Graja or something. A guy from Switzerland who was undefeated. And, there ain't no heavyweights that I know of or any fighters, period, that do come out of Switzerland. You know what I mean? Switzerland is Swiss banks. I mean, skis and Alps, you know what I mean? People got money out there. They're not putting their kids into boxing, you know what I mean? So I knew that guy would be a dud and he'd get spanked, and sure enough, he did. And then his first fight on this comeback, David Haye fought some kind of bodybuilding-looking Viking dude. You know what I'm saying? So somebody, I forgot his name, Mark somebody. I'm not familiar with the guy. I don't need to. The guy was a nobody, you know what I mean? And David Haye dispatched of him like he was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? And David Haye did duck the man Shannon Briggs. Let's not forget about that, you know what I mean? We can't leave that without saying. But David Haye, I don't see this guy trying to box out there. He does have a stiff jab, you know what I mean? A kind of jab that could keep the opponent at the other end of his broomstick, But in my opinion, man, there's no need for boxing in this fight, you know what I mean? he's gonna have to bring the pain to Tony Bellew and show Tony Bellew, yo, this is a whole new ball game, Playboy. You're stepping up to the big boys level. You know what I mean? This is heavyweights. And David Haye, that's one thing I do give him credit for. The man do got serious power. You know what I mean? I mean, this guy dispatches most of the opponents he fights. Granted that the opponents he's been fighting are C class or even lower. You know what I mean? But I gave him credit when in his last fight, actually his last meaningful fight, I think 2012 when he fought Derek Del Boy Chisora. He did knock Del Boy out, you know what I mean? But that fight, I did say that the man David Haye was looking like he was about to gas out, you know what I mean? Like he might fade if the fight went any longer. And that's what I always believe, that the man David Haye, I don't think his stamina is the best, you know what I mean? The man did come in his last two fights on his comeback looking like He-Man, like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, all cut up, you know what I'm saying? But Tony Bellew did make a great point, you know what I mean? Ever since, Nevada's been testing these two fighters for this particular fight, the man David Haye has lost weight, you know what I mean? So you never know, man. You never know if this man David Haye was on steroids in his two previous comeback fights, you know what I mean? You never know, you know what I mean? Especially the way he dispatched of his opponents, you know what I mean? Not saying that David Haye couldn't do that on steroids or not on steroids, but, his body physique was looking kind of like he was too muscular, you know what I mean? And we'd never seen David Haye like that, So if he comes in lighter in this fight, I think David Haye is just going to be trying to be using his power, throw power shots. He's trying to bring the pain to Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew is not the best guy with footwork. He ain't the best guy with the hand speed. In my opinion, all the advantages go to David Haye. You know what I mean? Hand speed, footwork, a better boxer, more power. And that's why I'll have to favor David Haye, you know what I mean? But Tony Bellew's best shot is to take this man the distance. Do what he can to survive at least the first half of the fight. Then take it round by round, you know what I mean? Make sure you don't get clipped with nothing between the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th round. And he could possibly win this fight, That's also if he's landing punches in there and making David Haye look, make David Haye look, you know what I'm saying? Like he's missing a lot of shots and making him look like the man is getting frustrated in there. You know what I mean? Make him look real average. And that's Tony Bellew's shot of winning this fight, I think Tony Bellew, you know what I'm saying? It's not a guaranteed shot that the man David Haye will knock him out. Granted, he is the bigger fighter, guy who's been fighting at heavyweight. But, Tony Bellew, man, this fight is personal, you know what I mean? This fight is personal on both ends. The press conferences have been lit, fellas been talking mad trash. David Haye has been out of, has been out of his character. He called them Everton fans who do root for Tony Bellew. He called them retards and whatnot, saying he's going to smash dude's fucking head in, trying to cave Tony Bellew's head in. So, there's going to be a lot of personal animosity between these two fighters. And that personal animosity depends on who can control it. If Tony Bellew can control his like the way he did at the press conference, he might have a chance to win this fight. If David Haye cannot control his like he did at the press conference, he might be caught and maybe do something careless, you know what I mean? And that would be Tony Bellew's shot, you know what I'm saying? Tony Bellew, in my opinion, should go to the body to try to stop this man's movement. You know what I'm saying? I think he should stick and move. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have flurries trying to end rounds on a spectacular fashion. Basically, man, he got to do a whole lot to survive and win this fight, man. And, you never know. He might get a brain freeze trying to do all these things at once, You know what I'm saying? His brain might be stuck in neutral trying to do all these things at once because, he's going to have a big, heavy opponent in front of him. But if I had to predict and put my money on anybody, I would put money on both guys, you know what I mean? I would put my money on David Haye to win by knockout, and I'd have money on, I'd hedge that with Tony Bellew winning in the distance, you know what I mean? So, I think this fight could go, I don't think it could go either way. I'm going to pick David Haye. But if Tony Bellew could survive, box, frustrate the man, make him look real average, and, just stay out of big shots. Just, have a conscious effort to stay away from big shots from the man David Haye and make him gas out, he could win this fight, you know what I mean? But you know, those are a lot of ifs and buts. But I probably pick David Haye to win this fight. I probably win it by like an eighth round stoppage, you know what I mean? I think Tony Bellew might put a valiant effort and try do what he can, but I don't think he can withstand 12 rounds, you know what I mean? And if he can, I think he will win this fight if he can take it 12 rounds, you know what I mean? It's up to him. It's up to his conditioning, you know what I'm saying? Whoever got the best conditioning in this fight will win the fight. So let me know in the comment section who you think's going to win this fight. I got David Haye by 8th round stoppage. All right, B Marsh Boxing, thanks for listening. I'm going to catch you on the next vid. Let me know in the comment section who you think's going to win this fight. Thanks for listening. One.